Guy Cocker is a video games journalist and commentator, and he joins us from London. So, Guy, can you explain to us a little bit about this big launch that we're going to see today and why so many people are excited about it?
Well, these sorts of console launches only happen once every 7 years or so, so they're quite a big moment for the industry. Today, you've got the launch of the Xbox Series X and Series S, two consoles, one a premium offering at about £450, $500, and one a sort of cheaper offering, which offers a sort of scaled-down experience, less of the 4K gaming elements, and that's £250 or £300. And then next week, you have the launch of the PlayStation 5. Now, these are similar machines in terms of power. What's different about them, I would say, is that they tend to need the latest technology to support them. So they really need a 4K television, which a lot of people won't have at this stage. And also the jump in terms of graphical fidelity isn't really massive. It isn't noticeable as it was in previous generations. So the sort of features that we're talking about as gamers are being able to load into a game much quicker than before, being able to move from game to game, so that sort of convenience factor, which, to be honest with you, aren't massive selling points for a lot of people.
Which has the edge, Xbox or PlayStation?
Well, the PlayStation comes into this generation with the momentum. Around 110 million PlayStation 4s sold globally, compared to around 50 million for the Xbox. So PlayStation and Sony certainly have the momentum, but obviously Xbox comes from Microsoft, and Microsoft is one of the biggest companies in the world, incredible market value, and it has the financial backing to be able to invest in the Xbox platform. So I think that the Xbox will get some ground back this generation, and there's some interesting moves that Microsoft are making. They're making this thing called Xbox Game Pass, which is essentially a Netflix for gaming, more and more of a thing that they want their customers to have. So it's about £10, $12 a month to have access to a massive game library, over 100 games, and all of Microsoft's first-party titles, which are coming up. In addition to that, they're also investing massively in exclusives. So they're buying up studios really en masse to get games exclusive to their platforms. And that's really the thing that ultimately gamers care about. They want to play the best games. And if Microsoft ends up having them, as it's just done with spending $7 billion on Bethesda, which makes the Elder Scrolls and Fallout very popular titles, then I think, again, it will gain some momentum. But the PlayStation brand is just so synonymous with gaming. It's been going for a lot longer than the Xbox. It's just a really powerful brand, especially in Asia as well.
And gaming has come so far, hasn't it, in such a short space of time. Where do you see it going in the future?
Well, what's interesting about the gaming market is that it's always pushing at the forefront of technology, and it's always in flux. So you have these traditional gaming experiences on the PlayStation and Xbox, which offer those sort of premium experiences, like going to the cinema for movies, really big budget games that look amazing. But actually, the market's diverging so much that you've got gamers that just want to play on mobiles and tablets. They might want to stream games, and there's more and more services from the likes of PlayStation, Microsoft, Google that allow you to stream games to any device that you want, and that's opening more and more people up to gaming. And I think that's one of the challenges for the industry in general, is that the games that I play and I enjoy, that they tend to be like historical epics, quite violent. That's always been a thing about the video games industry. But opening the market up to more and more people demands more and more people to come into the industry from diverse backgrounds, and I think that that's something that the industry has struggled with in general. The good news is that the games market is stronger than ever, and actually it's really boomed over the last year as more and more people have sadly been in lockdown and had their entertainment options restricted. So the games industry actually is healthier than ever.
Guy Cocker, very interesting indeed. Thanks very much for joining us there from London.